Alright, today we're going to take apart the brand new PlayStation 4. We're going to start with the hard drive. If you've already seen the hard drive replacement, you can just skip ahead to about the 1 minute mark in this video. Right now we're going to pop off the shiny plastic part. You just take your hands and press down on the plastic and then pull it away, up and away from the actual PlayStation itself. And the hard drive has the one Phillips head screw, the big one right there that you unscrew, and then the hard drive itself can pop up and out away from the PlayStation. I'll put a link in the video description below for bigger hard drives. I believe you can get a 1 terabyte drive now that'll just pop in. That doubles your space. 4 screws around the outside. Get the hard drive out of the bracket. Then you can just take your new replacement hard drive and pop it back in. Line it up with the holes. And then you can screw those black screws back in again to the same spots. Now here is where you start to void the warranty on the PS4. There are the 2 stickers that come out, and this is with one of the little Torx screwdriver heads. You'll see what it looks like here in a second. So I'm peeling off the void stickers, and then there's 2 black tabs on the very end as well that you have to peel off. Then there's 4 screws holding down all the plastic together on the PS4. So we're going to start with the top. I'm just going to kind of lift up on one of the corners, and then the whole plastic panel is going to lift up and away from the frame. And you can see the plastic panel there. And then here's the power supply. So there's 3 of those Torx screw heads that we were working on before, and then there's 2 super long screws that go all the way down through the PS4 into the motherboard below. So I'm going to take that out and show you what that looks like. And there's this one on the other side as well. And then that frees up the power supply so we can take it out. Right now I'm just kind of prying one of the corners loose. I'll start with this side over here to get it up and away, and then you can just take the whole power supply and lift it up and out from the little slot that it's in. There is a cable along that one side. You'll see me show you right here. And I kind of wiggled the connecting wire into the power supply, and the connection didn't seem too strong, so I didn't take it apart right there. I actually flipped the power supply around, and I released it from the motherboard side. I just used my little pry tool and kind of pried up on it so I didn't put any stress on the cables as I was pulling it away from the connector. Here you see the power supply. I will put replacement parts in the video description below, so if your PS4 stops working, there's a good chance it's the power supply. Here is the Bluetooth antenna, so I'm going to pop that up and out of the grooves that it's in. It's just a little wire connector, so it's kind of like a little Lego that just pops into place. And then here is the rest of the antenna. There's 1 screw head that holds the little metal bracket into place. You can just take that, pop it up and away. Pretty straightforward. Now we have the CD drive. This little ribbon cable connector right here is pretty interesting actually. You press down on the little metal head of the connector, and then that releases the ribbon altogether. Then there's 3 screws that you have to undo, and then the connection to the power supply below. Same thing that the other power supply had. Just going to wiggle it loose and then pop it out of the little grooves that it's in that hold the wires in place. And then the whole drive just comes up and away from the PlayStation 4. Once again, if your drive goes out or if it stops playing Blu-rays, there's a good chance the laser's fried, so I'll put a replacement parts in the video description below. Just to make your life a little easier. And then this is super important to make sure you take out the rest of this ribbon. It's the same type of connector, but the motherboard's not going to come free if you don't remove this ribbon cable. Now the underside of the PlayStation, the 2 little red dots are 2 screws that you have to undo before the plastic comes apart. Now we have the plastic off, and here are the diagram of where the screws are. The 2 green ones are the ones you already took apart to get the plastic undone. The 2 red ones hold the heatsink onto the motherboard, and then the rest of the blue ones just hold that big metal plate in place. Here is the cable for the fan. It's a little power connector. You just lift it up and away from the actual motherboard itself, and the motherboard lifts up, and then you pull it back and away from the front docks. And there's the motherboard. You can see the glue from the heatsink on there. There's 3 screws here to get rid of this heat shield. And then you can see the heat sink right there. Like I said, if you are planning on taking this apart, I would have extra glue, the heatsink paste, the thermal paste, to put between the processor and the heatsink before you put it together again. That way you don't overheat your PS4. There's this little metal bracket that you have to lift up and away. And then there's 2 screws holding on the fan. So if you need to clean out your fan, this is the very last step in the whole process. And there's the PS4 fan. Anyway, if you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comment section below. I usually respond daily. Don't forget to like this video if it helped you, and don't forget to subscribe. I put up videos fairly often. You can hit me up on Google+, Twitter, or Facebook. Jerry Rig Everything. Hope to see you around. Thanks for watching.